Guys, it's a very frizzy Amberly today. I wanted to give you guys a quick update on Beatrice, who is the pastel we got that was severely emaciated. Um, she's still pretty bad. I wanted to give you guys a look at some of the problems you could be seeing if your snake is underfed or dehydrated. So, this is her. She's very small. I mean, look at the size of my hand compared to the size of the snake. She's very tiny. Let's see if I can find the spot. One part of her back, you can actually see her spine sticking up. It should not look like that, guys, for real. But let me try this. Maybe not. Whenever she serpentines to the best of her ability, her skin kind of pulls away from the rest of her. Let me see if I can. I'm really sorry, you guys. It's hard to... Basically, you should not be able to pinch this much skin from your snake. That is way too wrinkly, way too thin. Let me see where... She has a spot on her spine. Maybe this is it. Oh, sorry. Where the scales at the top of the spine are actually whiter because the spine has stuck through her skin so much for so long that it's almost like it's chafed. Here's a good angle. You can see her spine sticking out. Her body's kind of just sagging. She's on top of the camera, kind of. I don't know if maybe you can see her eyes very well, but they're huge because she's so emaciated. They're just ginormous. I wish I could get a clear picture. Ken did say if I was good, then we could get a new camera. Try to get her under this light. It's not working very well. But you can also see here that she has a pretty poor tongue response. It doesn't come out very far. It just comes out enough. It's kind of slow in its flick. She's just, I mean, in the camera, it's almost like she looks healthy, but you can see how badly her spine is sticking up there. I can't really get just how problematic she is just because you can't feel what I'm feeling. She has all this loose skin, and the bones right at the end of her tail, there's actually almost like a pelvis bone right down here. You should not be able to feel that very much at all unless you're really kind of pressing. We can maybe get a couple, that's all wrinkle. It's all wrinkle. It should not be like that. Her stomach is especially just thin. It caves in instead of comes around. They should be nice and round. That's all skin. The muscle is below my fingers. This is all skin. That's not good. That's severe dehydration. That's malnourishment. We did force feed her a couple pinkies, but then we learned that pinkies have almost no nutritional value. And she is so small that she probably would have a lot of trouble handling a fuzzy, which would be the next size up mouse. You can tell what a snake can eat by finding the fattest part of their body. She's about here. And that's maybe a fuzzy, but I can see her neck stretching an awful lot. And yes, their necks are supposed to be able to stretch very far, but I always worry when they stretch too much. If they're losing their color to the point where it's so pale or very, very pale, I feel like it's too much. I worry about them, but obviously there's nothing we can do at this point. She really needs to try to have a fuzzy. We're going to try later. We might record it and see how it goes, just depending, because it is hard to feed her, especially with just one person, just because we have been force feeding her. A lot of people argue over whether to force feed or not. We don't like to do it. It makes us uncomfortable, but the thing is, they have to eat. I mean, she's pretty much a hatchling. If we don't get something into her, she's just going to get worse. And we feel especially bad now because we force-fed her about 3 times, and we force-fed her the pinkies that apparently, essentially, have no nutritional value. It was really upsetting to find that out. And we need to try to get her to eat a fuzzy. Some speculation is going on about why she didn't eat the fuzzy. We initially thought it was because she was too weak. She's very weak. She just kind of lounges around all day. She just hangs on my hand. She doesn't move around a whole lot. She's not like, you know, Chester or Dante, where all they want to do is get in my hair and crawl around my arms. Some people have been speculating that if the prey is too small, they won't eat, which may have been another issue. Like I said, we didn't think she could handle the fuzzy. We tried the pinky. No nutritional value. We feel like assholes. But hopefully she'll strike at the fuzzy, which then means that the pinkies were too small and we'll be on the right track. We won't have to force feed her anymore, which would just be absolutely lovely. She's just not doing very well. We are getting more movement out of her, but she's still very kind of passive. She just wants to hang out and not really do anything. We do see her moving around her tank more. She climbed up the plant we had in there once, but she's been basically in a ball in her hide all the time. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. A lot of people have been asking how she's doing. Even the people at Ken's office that don't even like snakes, they're asking, you know, how's the sick snake? And we're we're really doing our best to try to make her unsick at this point. It's just, I don't know. I hope she gets better. You know, she deserves to live. There's no reason she should have been treated like that at all. And we've had her for about 3 weeks now, and we're still doing work with her. Just, you know, letting, like, little, sorry, my camera does that thing, which is why I might get a new camera if I'm good. But we've been doing little snake physical therapy, letting her crawl around on the floor and just, you know, trying to do our best, try to make sure she drinks. We're going to make sure we do better when she eats because of the fuzzy mishap. We just didn't know if she would be able to handle a fuzzy because she is so small. I mean, look at her neck. I mean, oh my god, I'm so mad at this seller, you guys. If any of you want to be snake breeders and you end up getting a snake like this, do me a favor and don't send it back. Don't get rid of it, because whoever sold it to you is a piece of crap, and snakes like this, any animal, they deserve a better home. They don't deserve to be mishandled and mistreated like this. I feel like crying almost every time I hold her because I just want her to be healthy. Anyway, enough on the sad note. As said, we'll let you guys know what kind of goes on, but until then, B says bye.